All right. We're jumping straight in. This game here was supposed to kick off at 8:30. Pardon me, 8 p.m. So you see what's happening now. And this is the 11U Ginn Elite taking on NCGE. So this is the final game of the C1N Halloween Showcase. So Ginn Elite So here we are. It's 2nd and 1. And that pass falls incomplete. NCGE in the uniforms looking like the San Francisco 49ers. Ginn Elite looking like the Georgia Bulldogs. To help you fans out there that are trying to figure out who's who, there gives you some references. So it is 4th and 8. Ball spotted at the 50-yard line. So we had to get off to a bit of a shotgun start because the previous game ran so late. But, boy, the excitement was, what do you do? Those boys fought to the end, and they needed every bit of the proverbial ring, if you will, to fight it out. So we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with you in just a second.
Cool now, scared of letting go. I won.
They got period one and donut. I like the water.
All right, we are back. There's a quick pass, number 3, and then he's going to look like he was going to try a little razzle-dazzle, but the receiver was well covered and wasn't going anywhere. So the ball will be turned over on downs. And the Elite will take over at the 50. This game is being played exclusively on Cam Newton's Facebook page. So call a friend, call family members, call significant others, call people even if you don't like them, and tell them to go check out this game. Great football all day for the C1N Halloween Showcase. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of C1N. And it was my pleasure calling all the games this weekend for you. And we'd like to thank C1N's group, along with Cam Newton, for selecting Moxie Media Productions to handle the broadcasting chores for this event. And all the games will be on YouTube and the C1N network later on this week. So you will be able to go back and watch your favorite player and all the highlights that come with it. So be sure to be on the lookout. So Elite try to get the play sorted out. Number 4 goes into motion. There's a handoff. He takes off to his right, and he's going to accelerate. And he's going to run into number 20 and number 5. And they're going to bring him down at the 25-yard line. So that's going to be a fresh set of downs as the Chains matriculate their way down the field. NCGE 11U is known as the Hit Squad. And those boys are proud to not have names on their jerseys. They say we're family. And you got to love that. And we want to thank everyone who has been out here to help out in one way or another, because it has been a long weekend. You could call it a tough weekend, but it's about blessing the babies and ultimately building better young men through the great game of football. So 0 will get to the 10-yard line. He's a little frustrated. And we have a timeout on the field. So we'll be right back in just a few. 5:59 remaining in the first quarter.
They got period one and donuts.
I like the water. True meaning of ghetto bullshit. Yeah, cool. See? Who you got? Me and Coach Lou. Who you got? Who you got? Me and Lou.
We're at Golden Corral, feeding the children. Everybody got to eat, so they can leave me alone.
All right, we are back. Ball is at the 10-yard line. The Elite has first and goal to go. Number 2 goes into motion. They fake the handoff. The ball is on the ground. And the Elite get it back. But a loss of about 13 yards on the play. So let's see where the spot ultimately is. So it's going to be on the 22. So a loss of 12. So it'll be second and goal to go from the 22-yard line. So the Elite are about to put this one in the air by all indications. Nope, they hand it off to number 2. He has a lead blocker. He gets across to 10. Still fighting. Gets across to 5. So everyone was looking for the pass, including me. And so he probably could have ran that far on me as well. Nonetheless, it's third and goal to go with the ball at the 3-yard line.
Second and goal from the 3-yard line. Third and goal. Brady playing 3. Third down.
There's a give to Big 0, and he tries to bull his way in. He'll get near the 1. And that's where it is spotted. So 4th and goal to go. And the hit squad would love nothing better than to stifle this drive on the goal line. And we got a player trying to fix his helmet. And number 5 is going to work his way into the end zone. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Elite. .339 remaining in the first quarter. And they get on the board first. So we'll see how the PAT goes. There's number 5 fighting his way across the goal line, staying upright. So it is spotted for the 1-point try. Ball is placed at the 3. Number 5 puts it in the air, and he has it on the rope, and it is picked off.
One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. You got to be ready to come and ball, man.
Number 20 jumps the route. So your score, 6-0, while they get set for the kick. So they get set for the kickoff. You got the battery fixed. Fix the battery. The battery's fixed. So here we go with the kickoff. It's a short kick. And so that ball is going to be spotted around the 48-yard line. And it'll be on the far hash mark. Right over the eye of the bull. So let's see if the hit squad can answer back. Here's movement up front. That's going to be offsides against the boys with the G on the helmet. So as a result of that, it'll be 1st and 5. The ball will go to the 47-yard line on the opposite side of the turf across from the 50. Number 4 goes into motion. Strong side to the left. That's where number 8 goes. Tries to find a seam. Cuts it back inside to the right. And he's going to be brought down at the 45-yard line. So 2-yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the hit squad. We're glad you're here with us in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City of the South. Here at Johnson C. Smith University at Eddie C. McGirt. And number 21 is going to dance. There's a flag on the field. Hold your horses. And there may be a face mask. They're pointing towards Ginn Elite. And that's the 15-yard variety. So, in addition, they get bonus yards. There, take the hand off to number 21. Number 8 tries his hand at it. Ginn Elite with the stop. Only a yard on that one, so it'll be 2nd and 9. Ball spotted at the 17. .159 remaining in the first quarter. And the final game of the C1N Halloween Showcase. We're coming to you live from Johnson C. Smith University, the Eddie C. McGirt Field, home of the Golden Bulls. We have a timeout on the field. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. So it is 3rd and 7. Ball spotted at the 13. The so it is 3rd and 6. I stand corrected. Looking at the down and distance markers down there. Number 20, the ball carrier, he's going to get inside the 5. It'll net a fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and goal to go for NCGE. So the hit squad looking to get on the board. And number 8 is going to scamper in, and it's going to be a touchdown for the hit squad. So let's see how they handle the PAT. 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and we're all knotted up at 6 apiece. And you got to know these boys certainly like playing under the lights. Not something that happens too often in youth football. So it's always a special event when they get to do that. The ball spotted at the 3-yard line. They give it to 20. 20 is not going to be able to make it. And so we're going to be knotted up at 6 apiece with less than a minute remaining in the first quarter. We're glad you're hanging in here with us at the C1N Halloween Showcase. So they'll get the teams set for the kickoff. (9:30) Eastern Time, final game of the contest. We want to thank you for hanging in there with us. Lots of great football played. And we're glad that you have been a part of it and got to witness some of it. "13 games over the course of the last 2 days with very talented teams, all with a national presence and well-traveled. Well-coached, and I'm sure we're going to see some of those boys on Saturdays and Sundays. So it looks like they're looking for the kicking tee. And here one shows up, almost gets the official. And he wouldn't have seen that one coming. Number 99 will handle the kicking duties. Number 2 tries to use a stiff arm to give himself a little more room, but that doesn't work. So he'll eventually end up going down. And I thought he may have gotten up near the 30. And they're going to spot it at the 28. So the Elite has the ball. I should say Ginn Elite. Number 4, the ball carrier. Nothing happening on that one, so no gain on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 10. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. We're all knotted up at 6 apiece. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
They got period water and donuts.
I like the water. True meaning of ghetto bullshit. See? Who you got? Me and Coach Lou. Who you got? Who you got? Me and Lou.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody got to eat, so they can leave me alone.
All right, we are back as we prepare to start the second quarter of play. And Ginn is going, the Ginn Elite is going to get across the 35 to the 37. So he'll be short of the first. They'll need another yard. And that'll bring up 3rd down. So Ball is at the 37-yard line. 3rd and 1. Let's see what the play call is. And you see that on the field camera right there. So there's the handoff. And they're trying to fight for that yard. And based on what I'm seeing, he may not have quite got there. So let's see where the final spot is. It may be the 38-yard line. And if they did that, then that will move the sticks. And it does. So there's going to be a fresh set of downs for the Ginn Elite. Ball at the 38-yard line. Number 5, the ball carrier, running off to his right. And he's going to get close to the 50, to the 48-yard line. And number 44 is coming off the field. Flags on the field. Number 20 and number 44 will engage with one another. The officials break that up quickly and looks to be sending them to the respective sidelines. So number 20 stays in. So that penalty is going to move that ball to the 37. Personal foul. And I was watching the far end of the play, so not sure exactly what happened, but whatever happened wasn't supposed to happen. And there's another flag. Number 2, and there's another flag. And he's going to go out of bounds right around the 20. And we have a nicked up Elite player. His teammates trying to help him up. So we'll see how they get this sorted out. Multiple flags. And holding on one end. So the white hat speaking to the coaches. And so that ball moving all over the place without the effort of the players due to penalties and other issues. Either way, it ends up at the 47. So number 5 puts it in the air. And that pass is going to fall incomplete. The intended receiver, number 1. Well covered by the hit squad. Number 15 right there. So that'll bring up 2nd and long. And we'll see what the Elite does with this. And he fooled me once, putting it on the ground when I thought for sure it was going in the air. There it is. And that pass is caught. And it's a A catch and a super effort. That still needs 16 to move the sticks. And it's 4th down. So 7 minutes remaining in the first half. So we're under 7 minutes in the first half. And the officials are getting something sorted out. So 3rd down is confirmed. And I think they were talking about the number of plays. So empty backfield, 13 in motion. There you give it to him. He turns back and, well, that play's blown dead. Offsides against the hit squad. So that gets marked off for 5 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 11 now. With the ball going inside the 40 to the 38.
6 minutes, 30 seconds. And the score is tied.
So we are tied at 6 apiece.
3rd down.
Ball on the near side hash mark. 38-yard line. 3rd and 11. Number 13 goes into motion. And he gets the handoff. And he's going to be wrapped up quickly. The hit squad all over him. So that'll bring up 4th down. So let's see what they elect to do. And they're in the huddle. So curious as to what they're thinking about. Another well-played game by both teams. Solid defense on both sides. Right now, the 2 contests of the tournament, and I'm pretty much thinking it's probably about a tie, involve the Ducks. And we have a timeout on the field. We'll be right back to the C1N Halloween Showcase in just a few. All right, we are back out of the timeout. 5:17 remaining in the first half. Game is tied at 6 apiece. Well played by both teams tonight. Number 5 hit as he lets it go, and it's going to be picked off. Number 8 has it, and he's going to try to return it. And he's going to be brought down somewhere around the 30. There is a flag on the field. So that's usually a sure sign of holding. So hit squad picks it off. So 5:04 remaining in the first half of play. And after the penalty, there appeared to be a personal foul, so that's why it goes that far back. And that ball's going to be spotted right at the 13-yard line. So there's the whistle to start play. Number 8 taking it himself, trying to do a little shake and bake. None of the elite players are buying that. So the hit squad, it'll be second down and 4. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Clock continuing to wind down. Number 3 will get credit for the stop there. Big number 36. He will get to the 22. So it'll be 3rd and 1 for NCGE. Big number 36 gets it again, and I mean, who's going to bring that down? He'll get to the 30-yard line. And it's kind of funny that the train goes by right as he moves the sticks. I mean, that kid looks like he's a load. So the timely sound of a freight train as we are wrapping up with the last contest of the evening here at the C1N Halloween Showcase. And they give it to number 36 again, and I think they're just going to use him as a battering ram to wear that defense down. We're under 3 minutes in the first half. So it's second down. So it's 2 yards gained on the play, so it's 2nd and 8. Ball is at the 32-yard line. We like to remind all the fans that all the games will be available on YouTube and Cam Newton's website, and I believe as well as Moxie Media in about a week after today's events wrap up. So you will have an opportunity to go back and look at your favorite player. So we have an injury timeout on the field. Ball is at the 38-yard line. We'll be right back.
Next, we have an interview with Coach Keith from the OG Ducks. Matter of fact, he's on right now. Coach Keith, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. Just in practice, getting our final few packages in before we get down there to Charlotte and compete.
Hey, Coach. Now, what made you start the OG Ducks?
About 14 years ago, I actually got kicked out of my league for hosting camps in the off season for $1. Said we couldn't talk to the kids, so they kicked me out my league, and I was with the Corona Panthers. And so I took my team to another league and told them, hey, if you let me in with this one team, I'll bring your whole organization the next year. And what happened was halfway through the season, my organization kind of left me out to dry. So then at that time, I had J.J. Taylor, who plays for the Houston Texans. We were trying to figure out who he wanted to be, and that was right when Oregon started kind of popping off with all the uniforms.
All right, so we're back. And there's a flag on the field. So false start. We'll move the sticks back. 1:49 remaining on the clock.
1 minute 40 seconds in the first half.
So it is now 3rd and 7. Nice zip on the ball. Pass to number 21, and he will go down right around the 43-yard line. And that's going to keep the sticks moving. So first down for NCGE, the hit squad. Ginn Elite and NCGE all tied up at 6 apiece as the first half winds down. And that pass falls incomplete. So it stops for 44 seconds.
Pass is deflected. Ball's incomplete. Second down.
Well covered play. C1N and Cam Newton would like to thank Johnson C. Smith University for their hospitality and use of their facilities to host this event, and it has been a great one. So on behalf of the organization, we want to pass on that acknowledgement to them, and that pass falls incomplete. So 41 seconds left on the clock. And this should bring up 3rd down. So the ball is at the 43. And we have a timeout on the field. So we'll be right back.
They got period water and donuts.
I like the water. True meaning of ghetto bullshit. See? Who you got? Me and Coach Lou. Who you got? Who you got? Me and Lou.
We're at Golden Corral, feeding the children. Everybody gotta eat, so they can leave me alone.
All right, so it's 3rd and 10 for NCGE. 41 seconds on the clock. Number 8 looks to put it in the air, has some zip on the ball, and that one's going to fall incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. So 36 seconds remaining. I would surmise that they would punt this ball. NCGE with 1 timeout. Ginn Elite with 2. 36 seconds remaining in the first half. So we'll see what happens here. So this is interesting. They're going to go for it. Pass is complete, and they're smarter than me. There's number 15, and he's going to be caught eventually by number 5 and number 1, and he's going to be brought down inside the 20-yard line at the 17. So it doesn't appear to be any flags on the field. So the chains will move with 13 seconds, and that clock is running. And the officials double whistle it. So I think he's about to make a call to put some time back on the clock. It was a first down, and the clock did keep running. And usually it stops to move the sticks. So I'm sure he's getting that straightened out. And he's looking at the scoreboard. And there is 16 seconds left. And that is the correct thing to do. You don't want to kill a drive due to an officiating error related to time. Number 8 puts it up. And that's going to fall incomplete. Double coverage. So 4 seconds remaining, and the next play should be the last play of the first half. Both teams tied at 6 apiece. The hit squad trying to get into the end zone before the half. And so that one's going to fall incomplete. But that zeroes out the clock for the first half. So we're all knotted up. Ginn Elite and the hit squad knotted up at 6 apiece. They're going to go to halftime, and we'll be back in just a bit.
water and donuts.
I like the water. True meaning of ghetto bullshit.
All right, we are back with the second half of play. The Ginn Elite facing the NCGE Elite. You know, and they are known, if you look at the back of their jerseys, they are the hit squad. And that's how I've been identifying them all night. So we tied at 6 apiece. Both teams playing outstanding defense. Points coming out of premium. And so, number one, able to get on top of the ball. And this drive will start at the 42-yard line. So Ginn Elite has the ball. It's at the 42. It's 1st and 10. We are coming to you live from Charlotte, North Carolina, the beautiful Queen City of the South. Here at Johnson C. Smith University and Eddie C. McGirt Field. It's a balmy night. And it's been 2 great, beautiful days of football action. A little bit of rain late yesterday, but that wasn't a problem. So 3-yard gain puts the ball at the 45-yard line. So it's 2nd and 7 for Ginn Elite. There's a handoff once again, works his way up the middle, and he'll get near the 50 to about the 49-yard line. So with that, it'll be 3rd and 3. As the clock runs to finalize the second half football in the C1N Halloween Showcase. Big Zero running the ball. He'll have enough to move the sticks. It'll be a 1st down. The ball will be spotted at the 47-yard line in hit squad territory. So they're getting the signals in from the sideline. And we have an injury timeout on the field. So we'll be right back.
Cool, and I was scared of letting go. I won.
They got period water and donuts.
I like the water. True meaning.
All right, so the player is able to come off the field, and it's always about the safety of the kids, and there's a bit of a high snap. Number 5 gets it. He'll get to the 44-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. As we get ready to hit the 7-minute mark in the third quarter. There's a snap, hands it off to number 4, and he takes off like a rocket. Stays on his feet, breaks some tackles, and gets inside the 30 to the 29. Nifty running by number 4. And we have a flag on the field right about the 46-yard line, so that's going to come back. So holding brings that back. And the ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line. So number 4 gets the handoff again, but he's not going to be quite as lucky this time. And he's going to be stacked up. Wait a minute. They snatched the ball from him. Number 13 has it, and he stays on his feet. Trying to stretch it out. Number 13 of the hit squad just takes the rock and runs it into the end zone. Let's watch this replay. I believe he just snatched a rock out of his hand. So we only have it from that point. Either way, most people were thinking that the play was dead, and all of a sudden he comes out of it with that stone and runs it all the way into the end zone. So the tie is finally broken with 6:19 remaining in the third quarter. So the hit squad getting lined up for the extra points. And there's that view right there. Number 8 going to try to run it up the middle. And he's going to get stacked up from what we can see. There's a flag on the field. So the officials are going to discuss it. So you have an illegal procedure. And that's going to go against Ginn. So looks like the play had been blown dead before it completed. So it's half the distance to the goal. So let's try that view once again. And they're trying to get the other player out there. They've only got 10 players on the field. I don't think Big 36 really cared. Because he's like a freight train. Remember that horn you heard earlier? There's a direct snap. Did not call it. And there it is. Choo-choo. So they will get the added point. It'll be 13-6. Big number 36 wasn't worried about the extra player coming in. He just knew he was going to run somebody over. Pretty much what he did. So 6:19 remaining in the third quarter. As the hit squad takes the lead 13-6. Here in the final contest of the C1N Halloween Showcase. Brought to you live from Johnson C. Smith University in Eddie C. McGirt Field, located in lovely, lovely, lovely Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City of the South. And looks like a bit of a wonky start to the kickoff there. They go ahead and, no, they're trying to get the ball set. I know it's been windy today. And there it goes, end over end. And the coach calls fair catch on the sideline. Of course, when it goes out of bounds, it brings the flag. So this ball looks like it's going to be spotted at the 47. And there's the whistle to signal the start of play. So the clock starts to wind down. Ginn Elite is going to look to answer this one back. Look at that beef in the backfield. And he's a lead blocker, not a surprise there. But the hit squad collapses in off of that. And you can imagine if he had gotten right behind big number 34, there's some yards to go with that. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Clock winding down to 5 minutes in the third quarter. Bit of a high snap. 5 comes down with it. And he takes number 13 for a ride. It'll move the sticks. And he'll get to the 40-yard line. And hit squad territory. So a great weekend of football. And I'm just hung up on those 2 duck contests. Yeah, the Icy Boys came in. They did great work. So lots of great teams on display this weekend. And they all have great things to look forward to. You know, this season isn't over yet for them, even though they took a loss. You know, hold their heads high. Like I said, there's a reason they're here. So 1-yard gain on the play will make it 2nd and 9. Ball will get to the 39-yard line. And if nothing else, that's what you talk to these kids about. You know, wins are important, But knowing why you win and having the drive to win, getting that understanding across is probably the most important thing a coach can do, because that's one of the greater lessons in life, is developing that want to and understanding why you should want to. So the ball goes to the 34-yard line. That'll bring up third down. They'll need about 4 yards to get the first. Number 5, directly under center. Fakes the handoff. And almost caught by number 99. Sweeps by number 8. And he'll get to the 27. And that'll move the sticks. So it's a first down for the Elite. So we're at 2 minutes remaining in the third. There's the handoff. And I'm telling you, 0 is a load as well to stop. So timeout for NCGE. They're trying to slow down that Ginn Elite attack. We'll be right back in just a few.
With the OG Ducks, what made you guys want to be involved with what C1N has going on?
Pretty much because we like to compete. I mean, they tried to get us down there for the one on Labor Day, but it was just too late. And we was really looking at it. If the tickets would have been right, we'd have came. Anybody knows me knows we want to go play any and everybody.
So the hit squad calls a timeout. The Ginn Elite there are driving the ball down the field, and they're inside the 30. And they're wanting to slow this attack down. It's 2nd and 5. The ball's at the 22-yard line. So they have had an effective drive thus far. But nothing happening on that play. It appeared to be a turnover. But Ginn Elite will keep it. So we're winding down to a minute remaining in the third quarter, heading to the final quarter of the C1N Halloween Showcase. Number 4 stays on his feet, gives a stiff arm. Still going, gets inside the 10 before he's dragged down. Number 11 catching up with him. And so that's going to move the sticks, and resulting in a fresh set of downs. So it's 1st and goal at the 6. And this is exactly why they called the timeout. They were trying to slow that attack down, but not really able to do that. And so it looks like we got an official's timeout. And number 3 is coming off the field. There's an injury timeout, apparently. So number 5 going directly under center. Number 5 fakes it, bootlegs it around, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Ginn Elite. So running the old school naked bootleg. There he goes. And you notice the defender throws his hands up like it wasn't me. I wasn't holding as he got into the end zone. Wanted to make sure nobody saw his hands dirty. So let's see what kind of PAT they're going to go for. Ball spotted at the 3. And another timeout is called with 8 seconds remaining in the third. We'll be right back.
They got period water and donuts.
I like the water. True meaning of ghetto bullshit. Who you got? Me and Coach Lou. Who you got? Who you got? Me and Lou.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody got to eat, so they can leave me alone.
All right, well, they're getting whatever they're going to get sorted out on the field done. We get ready for the PAT try. Big 0, still going, and looks like he got in. So we're going to be knotted up at 13 apiece with 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So we got ourselves a ball game here. A balance of defense, a balance of offense. Nothing weird on special teams. Pretty well balanced game between these two squads. And the score shows it. So I think all phases of football have been covered in the last 2 days. You've had balanced contests, all kinds of drama, blowouts, immovable objects meeting irresistible force. Probably a number of colloquialisms I could use to describe this week's contest, and that's what football is all about, and that's what makes us enjoy and love the game. So there's the kick. It takes a weird hop. Number 24 able to get a hold of it. So they'll start this drive at the 49-yard line. 6 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So the hit squad will be working this drive from the 50. And you see that on the field camera view. And we like to bring that to you live during the contest. And looks like there's a timeout. So who does this one belong to? And it seems like the officials are meeting in the middle. So they're having a discussion about something. I'm not sure what happened. But here we are. Now, the clock ran out. Pardon me, the clock just ran out. There we go. So we're getting ready to get started on the fourth quarter. There have been so many timeouts and trying to figure out who went where, how, and why. We didn't even look over at the scoreboard. So NCGE will look to retake the lead. Number 21 will go across the 50 to about the 47-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 6. Number 8 runs out of bounds. That'll stop the clock, but he'll lose some yardage as he gets out of bounds at the 49. So a loss of 2 on the play. We'll make it 3rd and 8. As we continue to wind down the C1N Halloween Showcase. We, with Moxie Media Productions, appreciate the C1N group and Cam Newton for selecting us to handle their broadcast chores for these events. And that pass is broken up. So that'll bring up 4th down. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of C1N. And the contest for the contest this weekend. So with it being 4th down, ball's at the 49-yard line. It looks like they're going to go for it. Clock is stopped at 8:28 with the pass being incomplete. Number 8 turns up the middle and hits the accelerator, looks at the official, realizes he can't go through him, so he goes around him. So the ball is at the 38-yard line. And I got to admit, I've seen a lot of hilarious moments where the officials just get caught up.
The officials do? Oh, you mean the
but they are a part of the playing field. That is actually true. So if the official gets hit, he gets hit, and they know it. Now big 36. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Ginn Elite players rally around to bring him down. Now, obviously, you can't go maliciously hitting officials during the contest, but in the course of the play, if they're not paying attention, well, it just is what it is. Big 36, look at him rumble there. Finally going to get bought down by number 12, and a little guy like that, bringing down a big guy like that, yeah, I'd flex too. So we're under 7 minutes. So it's 3rd and long. And NCGE is going to take a timeout. And that should do it for them as far as timeouts available. But they do reduce it to 1 on the scoreboard. We'll be right back.
You have guys now in the college ranks. You have guys doing well in high school. Kind of that is your forte, right? You tell me about coaching the offensive line and coaching the young kids and making sure it translates.
The most important thing is, like, I've been able to teach babies how to block the proper way. And I think by teaching them the proper way, you know, translate to when they get to high school. Like at Langston Hughes, I got a couple of kids that played me since they were 7. I mean, they're bona fide athletes right now, you know, headed to college. And one of them is Dontrell Glover, man. I love him. He like my kid. He like my kid, you know what I'm saying? And the way he works.
All right, the hit squad trying to get a fresh set of downs. He chucks it way up, has an open man, and over the shoulder catch by number 10. Let's go to the replay on that. Wow. We need to see that one from start to finish. Number 8 rolls to his right, plants his feet, and puts it all the way down there. And that is about a 40-yard touchdown. Over the shoulder pass. It doesn't get any prettier than that, and that's one of those things where, as a defender, there's just absolutely nothing you could have done about that. So they get set for the PAT. And we're going to give you the formation view. As the hit squad gets lined up. There's big 36, and he's going to rumble his way in there. That one's going to bring him down, I don't think. They're trying. I think he got in there. And, I mean, that's tough sledding. That's the same kid that when he ran the ball, the choo-choo train came by, and it all made all the sense in the world. So 6:24 remaining in the final quarter of play. So it is 20-13. And the big play reveals itself late in the contest. So we're just about set. And so here comes the kick. It's up. Takes a hop. And there's a scrum. And again, Elite gets on it. So they'll get this at the 41-yard line. .620 remaining in the game. And Ginn Elite looking as cool as a cucumber. Of course, the hit squad wants a defensive stop. And here comes number 4. Number 4 is going to keep driving, and he's going to get across the 45-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 6. Ball just across the other side of the 45. Big number 70 trying to get off the field. One receiver out wide to the left. And that pass is picked off. Like I said, they wanted a defensive stop, and he got it. Number 15 trying to run it back, and he's going to be blasted by number 1 from behind. So first down at the 48-yard line. So they spotted at the 47. So Ginn Elite trying to catch the hit squad napping, and it turns into disaster as it is picked off. So now watch some clock control. There's the big man. Well, look at that freight train go. He's still on his feet. And he'll get to the 22-yard line. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure if anyone wanted to lay a hand on him. So the big man still in the backfield this time. They give it to the other big man, and they're just driving it down the Elite's throats at this point. And yeah, they're going to take a timeout. Ginn Elite will. With 3:48 remaining in the game, they have got to slow this down. We'll be right back.
Just give us a rundown on what's going to happen when they see your team on the field.
Yeah, we're expected to dominate down in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? We're looking forward to it. Cam event, man, which, you know, Cam is he's very supportive in the organization, ATL Elite. I mean, I love my guy. You know, I raised him. You know what I'm saying? It's my dog. You feel me? So, you know, him bringing his babies back to my organization was big for me, man. Like, I would definitely appreciate it. We're going to support everything he does moving forward, him and Dad. Brother, you know, all of them, man. You know, they family. So we're looking for to dominate. We're looking for to dominate at all ages. I know 8's going. I think my 9s are going, my 10s. So we're looking to dominate. You know what I'm saying? 8 just coming off a big win against GA. You know what I had to take care of Ken. So, we looking forward to it, man, having fun and enjoying Charlotte. And we plan to go out there and dominate.
All right, we are back. And the hit squad, NCGE, they have just punished Ginn Elite. And so they call a timeout to slow down that tempo. So what we got going on here in this situation, the Elite is trying to stop this potential touchdown by the hit squad. The hit squad just rambling it down. They get the picks, they get the pick, and then they start taking off, and I mean they're just running downhill. So the Elite takes a timeout to slow it down. So it's second down. Goal to go. Number 21 goes out. Here comes number 8, and he has nothing but daylight. He is going to score. That is a touchdown for the hit squad. Watch the focus of the defense. 99 with a big block to kick out the defender, number 8. And so the hit squad, number 8, able to bounce it outside, turns inside, then bounces out and runs it to the corner of the end zone. So here we go with the PAT. And the freight train's back there. And that play is going to be blown dead. Now there's a flag. And apparently too many men on the field. So that ball comes back to the 8. All right, we're back. Let's see what they try to do. And the big man's going to toss it. It's caught, and it's good. So it's 27-13 with 2:34 remaining in the contest. With the hit squad pulling away late. And we're heading towards the 11 o'clock hour. So they get set for the kickoff with 2:34 remaining in the contest. And Ginn Elite is going to have to get something figured out real fast. The game not necessarily out of range, but is definitely much more difficult. Let's say the difficulty factor is multiplied. So here's the kickoff. And it's going to sail out of bounds around the 43-yard line. So it is elite ball. Set at the near hash mark on the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Five puts it up. Has a bit of a wobble. And the only one over there is 14, and number 20 trips over him. So 2nd down it is. More gold uniforms near that ball than white. But the clock stops at 2:11 because of the incompletion. So the elite running play is in and out. And the ball is dropped. Number 5 able to get on top of it at the 40-yard line. So at the 40, now we're at a minute and a half, clock continuing to run. Third and 12 for the elite. And they're going to run out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So, making up with the loss of yardage, it'll now be 4th and 8 after that run. That pass is going to fall incomplete. And the ball is going to be turned over on downs. .110 remaining in the contest. So fans, let's just go ahead and say this now. I want to thank you for letting me be a part of your weekend. I have had a blast calling all of these football games here at the C1N Halloween Showcase. I'm Freddie Flowers. I've been the voice of C1N for this weekend. Look forward to doing it again. And have called previous games at C1N Showcases. We'd like to thank them for selecting Moxie Media for handling all of their media chores as far as broadcasting is concerned. We strive to bring the best quality we can. And we hope you, the fans, enjoy it, watching on multiple platforms. And speaking of that, these games will be available not only on Cam Newton's site, but on YouTube and Moxie Media. So you'll be able to watch these in about a week and go back and check all that out. So to sum it all up as the clock winds down, it's been a great event. We'd like to thank all the teams that have participated, as well as all the organizations that have supported this event. We'd like to thank Johnson C. Smith University as well as thanking them for the opportunity to hold this contest at on the Eddie C. McGirt Field. It's been a great event. And as you know, it's about blessing the babies. But in the end, if you bless the babies, you build better young men. And it's being built through the great sport of football. So we look forward to the next event in December with the Bless the Babies Bowl. And that's going to do it. So Ginn Elite goes down to NCGE 27-13. So a great weekend of football, jam-packed. Some games better than others. The two with the Ducks today take the cake because that had all the drama and about all the heart attack you could handle with that, as well as heartbreak. But fans, we want to thank you for hanging in there with us. C1N and the organization wants to thank you, as well as Cam Newton. We look forward to seeing you at the next event. And the Bless the Babies Bowl has been announced for December 2nd through the 8th in Florida. So stay tuned for that. And all the information is going to be forthcoming for that one. I'm Freddie Flowers. I've been the voice for C1N this weekend. I've done previous events with them. I want to reach out and say thanks to those guys. I want to say thanks to our production team here at Moxie Media, Dr. Lincoln Moxie, his beautiful wife Sandra, and Vern running the camera on the field. And we want to thank, again, the Cam Newton and the C1N organization for selecting Moxie Media for handling their video production chores. So we look forward to the next one. We'll see you soon. Good night. God bless each and every one of you.